Dear citizens, a short time ago, Anonymous decided to start Operation Icarus to occupy Wall Street on September the 17th. Different declarations and video messages has been released since then. Here you will see one of them. It takes just 1 minute. Please have a look at it. After that you will see the media reaction to Operation Icarus from Max Keiser and Stacy Herbert on Russia Today. Very interesting comments. Reminds to a quote by Abraham Lincoln, "You may fool all the people some of the time. You can even fool some of the people all of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all the time. And therefore, they cannot keep the people out forever." The people around the world understand that the dictators are the banksters, as Stacy Herbert hits a nail on the head, and that this continuous crime against humanity must be stopped. So, Wall Street will be occupied. If it not happens on September the 17th, it will happen another day. But it will happen. Because we are the people. We are Legion. We do not forgive. And we do not forget. We are Anonymous. Expect us.
Hello citizens of the Internet, we're Anonymous. On September 17th, Anonymous will flood into Lower Manhattan, set up tents, kitchens, peaceful barricades and occupy Wall Street for a few months. Once there, we shall incessantly repeat one simple demand in a plurality of voices. We want freedom. This is a non-violent protest. We do not encourage violence in any way. The abuse and corruption of corporations, banks and governments ends here. Join us. We're Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Wall Street, expect us.
Anonymous joins hashtag Occupy Wall Street. Remember, we talked about this a few weeks ago. This is an Adbusters campaign, and they're encouraging up to 20,000 people to occupy Wall Street, flood into Lower Manhattan, occupy the spaces in front of the banks. And now Anonymous have joined.
Right, so they're going to set up tents like they have in the square in Athens, or in the square in Tunis, or in Cairo. They're going to try to occupy Wall Street. Now, we were just in New York. We visited Wall Street. There's a huge police presence there. It's a highly commercialized site with a lot of outlets for big brand names. Now, this sounds like it would be counter to those commercial interests. How many hours will this tent city be allowed to exist, do you think, Stacy Herbert?
Well, that's a good point, because yes, Wall Street is surrounded by barricades already to keep people out. Now, these protesters are suggesting that people bring barricades in order to keep, themselves in, so they're being kept out by the barricades that are already there.
Well, Anonymous is a very powerful organization, so maybe they'll add some juice. We'll see.
Well, the protests aren't just going to be on Wall Street, though. They're going to be in Paris, London, Italy, and Spain. Now, still, however, this is what Adbusters says. Tahrir succeeded in large part because the people of Egypt made a straightforward ultimatum that Mubarak must go. In Tahrir Square, they were demanding the dictator go. The dictator in this situation are the banksters.
Yeah, they need to surround the New York Fed, which is only a few blocks away, and demand the head of the New York Federal Reserve Bank to leave. And they're not going to leave until the head of the New York Federal Reserve Bank leaves. That should be the whole purpose of the occupation, not to sit in front of the stock exchange and have that highfalutin, fakakta run-on sentence about a laundry list of demands. That never works.